What's up, VC? Kieran here, NeedleGroove. Back to do another video, my fourth video, I think. This time I'm going to do some soundtrack, show you what I have. I don't have a ton of soundtracks, but it's going to be kind of the theme soundtracks and samples. So, show you what I got. It's not a ton, some reissues, some originals. It's mostly the Blaxploitation soundtracks from the 70s, which are of course heavily sampled in hip-hop. So hopefully it inspires you guys to show some of your soundtracks and some of the stuff that you know has been sampled. I'd love to see that. So I'll show you what I got, and I'll mention the samples. I mean, I can't mention them all because a lot of these have several samples on them, but if you go to needlegroove.com, the link at the bottom, I will put up videos of a song from the soundtrack as well as one of the samples, one of the songs that used that song. So first one here I have is Willie Dynamite, score composed by JJ and conducted by JJ Johnson. This has Martha Reeves on it. Down here, the song Keep On Moving On, which is good. This has the famous break, I think is Parade Strut on this, sampled by there's Lord Finesse and DJ Mike Smooth. If you guys don't know that album, Funky Technician I think is the name of the album, or something like that. Either way, his first album is unbelievable. I think they sampled in the intro as well as on Pinky Ring's Wu-Tang. But this Parade Strut is a really, really nice break. And the whole thing, Martha Reeves sings well. So that's one. That's on MCA. Nothing crazy there in terms of label. This one is one of an artist that I really, really like. He's done a few soundtracks. I also have most of his albums. Not all, there's a few I haven't been able to find, but Willie Hutch. I really, really like Willie Hutch. This is The Mac. This was, what's different about this one in terms of the LP is that there's actually a cover of Willie Hutch on it. The cover is a picture of Willie Hutch, and then you have the movie poster on the back. But normally you would have, you know, something from the movie on the front, and then picture of the artist on the back. But this one, Willie Hutch, front and center. This is incredible. You have the famous, well, the more recent famous sample. It's been sampled, I'm sure, a ton over the years, but is the one that sticks out. I Choose You with the recent, recent, a few years ago now, but I Choose You. The International Players Anthem by UGK featuring Outkast, which is I love that song. But so this, yeah, if you don't have this, I don't have an original. This is a reissue. This one's on Motown, like all of Willie Hutch's stuff. Well, his 70s stuff. His early albums were on a different label. So another Willie Hutch, Foxy Brown. That's with Pam Grier. So classic 70s Blaxploitation soundtrack. This one is also on Motown. This one has, what's the sample I picked out? Mobb Deep, Still Searching, from their third album, Hell on Earth. Most of you would probably know that. That's also a reissue. Like I said, I don't have too many originals. I have a few. Savage, On the Streets. Or in the Sheets, he's a savage. So this is a cool cover. That's the thing with the Blaxploitation soundtracks. Awesome covers. So this is Don Julian. And this one, what's the sample I picked out? Oh yeah, it's Warren G. Warren G, a song I didn't know actually. I looked it up. And You Don't Stop, which is like a 90s, you know, G-Funk from West Coast, which was actually a good song. Another one, Brother on the Run. This is Johnny Pate, who has done many famous soundtracks. So of course, I'm showing these ones which are, to me, lesser known. I don't own some of the classic soundtracks. I'm missing a few, like Shaft, Superfly. I don't have those. I'm sure I'll pick them up eventually. But so this is Brother on the Run. Oh, I didn't show the, what label is this on? This is on Perception. Something like that. I didn't show the Savage label. I don't know what it is. This is Money Records. The Savage was on Money Records. So some of these on some lesser known labels. Now a few originals. This one I was pretty happy to see. I had never heard of it, but it's Bill Cosby, Man and Boy. So this is also composed and arranged by J.J. Johnson, like the Willie Dynamite, but with musical supervision by Quincy Jones, and the theme song is sung by one of my favorite singers. Where is that? Can you see? Bill Withers. Love this. This is a gatefold. This is on Sussex. So you have some nice images here. Bill Cosby, of course. You guys know what the Sussex label looks like. Anyway. Booker T, Uptight. Oh, what was the, what did I want to say? I completely forgot. Brother on the Run. That one that I showed here. Sorry, guys. Brother on the Run. This is sampled by Liquid Junkies, song called Brother. I don't know if you know Liquid Junkies, you hip-hop fans out there. I really like that album, Defara and DJ Babu duo. I like that album. Some funky stuff on there. And then the Man and Boy, what was the sample I discovered? Oh yeah, it's a Poor Righteous Teacher song featuring the Fugees. So you got a nice Lauryn Hill verse on there that I'd never heard, which is always nice. So check that out. Booker T, I like this cover. This I found the first time in England at a small store I was digging. Small town, really nice store at a small town where my aunt lives in Malvern. I paid, and then I found it again recently for cheaper in here in Montreal. But either way, that's that. This one's on Stax. I know the other one, yeah, it just says the Stax label. So this is good. What's the sample on here I pulled out? I don't remember. Well, this one is beat up, but I had to get it. I also got this at the store in England. It was cheap because of the condition of the cover, but Gald McDermott, Cotton Comes to Harlem. This is probably my favorite cover out of the bunch. That's just awesome. This one is on United Artists, so nothing special in terms of label, but this probably has my favorite sample out of the bunch that I'm showing you. Two songs, actually, that sampled Harlem Medley. One is Quasimodo. I don't remember the name of the song, off The Unseen, which I absolutely love. Quasimodo The Unseen, for those of you that aren't familiar, hip-hop heads, check that out. Madlib. This is all kind of alter ego, one of, so I love that beat. And then the other beat, which is incredible, is Master Ace, Who You Jacking, which they kind of use the same sample, but it's flipped in a different way. But I love that beat, and Cotton Comes to Harlem is pretty awesome. This one is a very, very famous one, very famous sample from the early 90s. So this is Isaac Hayes' Tough Guys. Awesome cover. This one's a gatefold. You got Isaac Hayes in this one. And then nice gatefold. This one has the famous sample, which is Ghetto Boys, Hung Up on My Baby. I mean, that's the name of the song. Hung Up on My Baby is the song on the soundtrack. And then the song, Ghetto Boy Song, is, of course, My Mind Is Playing Tricks on Me. Most of you shall know that. This one, I don't know how rare it is. I have an original. Well, it's probably not that rare since I've seen it since I bought it for the same price, so I felt okay about that. But I love Donny Hathaway. This one's also supervised by Quincy Jones. Come Back, Charleston Blue. So this has... I believe the only studio recording of Lil Ghetto Boy, which I love that song. Most of you will know it from Donny Hathaway live album. This is the studio version. That song's been sampled, known probably on The Chronic by Dr. Dre, Lil Ghetto Boy. And then Wu-Tang used it, RZA used it, I'm assuming he produced it, on their double LP, Wu-Tang Forever, on a song called Little Ghetto Boys as well. So that's on the Atco label. But really nice cover on that. I'm a huge Donny Hathaway fan. Nice cover as well. Love the covers on these soundtracks. So that's it for the Blaxploitation ones. Pretty much it for the video. I just have a few more soundtracks here that I thought I'd show you. This is one I inherited. Jimmy Cliff, Harder They Come. Awesome cover. Famous soundtrack. Harder They Come. We got Pressure Drop on here. That's awesome. Another weird one I got, someone gave me as a joke when I first started collecting records. Awesome cover. Batman. Some of you will remember watching that. I don't even know what the label. This one is beat up. 20th Century Fox. And then lastly, another one that was GIF, which was pretty cool. Blade 2, the soundtrack. This one's a gatefold. What's cool about this one is just the interesting mix of people that are on it. So I'll run through some of the names for you hip-hop fans. Eve and Fatboy Slim. Some weird duos here. Mos Def and Massive Attack. Ice Cube and Paul Oakenfold. I don't know who Paul Oakenfold is. What else? The Roots and BT. Cypress Hill and Ronnie Size. I don't know Ronnie Size. What else do we have on here that's a bit? Redman and Gorillaz. Pretty cool. Rah Digga and Groove Armada. Bubba Sparks and Crystal Method. So Mystical and Moby. They did some interesting stuff. Put some interesting people together for this soundtrack. Anyway, just thought I'd show that. So I know, like I said, a lot of soundtracks, tons of them out there that have been sampled. I don't own most of them. I'll continue to collect them over the years as I see them. But I just thought I'd share what I have, some of the samples. I'd love to see what you guys with bigger collections, what you guys have in terms of soundtracks, whether it's Blaxploitation soundtracks from the 70s or anything else that you think is worth picking up. I'd love to hear what you guys have to share and also what you think. So check it out. I put it up NeedleGroove.com if you want to hear some of the songs from the video. Hopefully all well. Peace.